First question will come from Cameron.
What's good, Paul? Congratulations on your big win, man. Tonight you had a stat line nobody in franchise history has had. You guys are one game away from going nowhere where this franchise has been. I want to talk to you about seizing the moment. What that means to you. Coach Lou said he had that conversation with the team earlier today. Talk about that conversation and seizing the moment and how that manifests itself tonight.
It was no secret. I knew I had to be big tonight, and got to be big going forward. It was just no secret coming into this. I just first put faith in God, believed in myself. My teammates trust me. T. Lou trusted me, and I thought we lived in a moment, and we just played our hearts out tonight.
He'll move over to Owen.
Well, Ty said that you told him in the morning shoot around, I got this. I was wondering, what was your reaction when Kawhi told you guys that he wasn't going to be able to play and that you might be moving forward without him, at least for this series?
Oh man, it was it was a blow. It was a tough blow. But at the end of the day, we don't want nothing but the best for Kawhi. It's a positive. He can get some rest. Hopefully we can hold it down. But it's a positive. He's got a new baby boy here. A lot of positives, a lot of love for him and his family. We just we got to do what we do. We got to come together. Our season is alive because of his shouldering of all the work that he's done. And so, we got to hold it together and continue to keep this boat afloat until he returns.
Okay, we'll move over to Ramona.
Hey, Paul, Ty's talked a lot about trusting you and showing you that trust. You just mentioned that, they've trusted you all season. How important is that for you? And what has that meant to you that your coach and your teammates have shown you that kind of trust this season, especially tonight?
It's everything. It's everything. I know I'm not going to be perfect, but T. Lewis trusts me in every situation. It's a beautiful thing. And, I learn from my mistakes. I'll get better along the way. But he's allowed me to make mistakes and grow from it. And he's done that all season long. And so he's continuing on to trust me. The team continues on to trust me. I got to go out there. I got to play and just continue to be me.
We'll move over to Bill Plaschke.
Yeah, is this what playoff P looks like?
Sure.
Okay, I'll move over to Mark Medina.
Hey, Paul, good to see you. Congrats on the win. It looked like you were enjoying some back and forth with the Jazz fans throughout the game. What did those moments mean to you, given the dominant performance you had and also, hearing some of the jeers from them earlier in the series?
This is, you love it. You love it. As hostile as it is, as much as they're against me for the right reasons. They love their team. They're passionate, community, passionate state of their basketball. It gets no better, when it comes to that energy and how loud as this crowd gets. They're up there with the best of them. So it's fun. I enjoy it. I look forward to it. It's a pleasure to be able to play in front of these fans.
It will take a few more. We'll move over to Law.
All right, Paul, you discussed trust in between you and Ty and the trust that Ty puts into you. How about the trust that you got to put into the game plan, especially when the Jazz were hitting 17 threes in the first half? You guys are close. How did you kind of trust your teammates, trust yourself, trust the coaching staff, the game plan, that everything was going to work out in the end?
Yeah, we had to just stick with it. We had to stick with it. They came out hot. only thing we were thinking that they can't sustain it. At one point, I think they shot 30 or 37 of their attempts, or something like that. So most of their shots were threes. We just knew we had to weather it. At some point, hopefully we could cool them down. But we couldn't rely on that. We had to come back and attack them on the other end, and be aggressive. That's really what it came down to. And so we were able to make plays. We were able to keep the tempo going, push the pace. Mo was phenomenal tonight. Reggie was phenomenal. T-Man, big moments defensively, offensively. Nico defensively. I mean, it was just a great team group, team effort win. They just made my job easy tonight.
We'll move over to Miriam.
Hey, Paul, congrats, man. Ty has talked all season about poise and keeping calm, and obviously in these playoffs, you guys have gone down. You've lost Kawhi, like you mentioned, the 17 threes that they had. What does he do for you guys, or how does he sort of instill that in you, and like what do you see from him that's able to sort of share that with you guys?
What does T. Lou do?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, T. Lou is a pretty even kill dude. He's split right down the middle. Never up, never down. And so, we take his identity, throughout the game of runs. We never get, rattled. We kind of stay poised. And, we stay right down the middle. So we take after his identity. And, it's great. He just keeps us going. He keeps us going. Again, just positive. And he allows guys to just be themselves, play their games. And that's the reason why, this team and individual has been so successful in his, under his leadership.
We'll move over to Rebecca Harlow and then close out with Rachel Nichols.
Hey, PG, yeah, just with the way that you talked about how you knew you needed to step up in this game. It was a hostile environment. You weathered the storm. You did it. You were fantastic. Is there anything that you learned about yourself tonight? I mean, I know the guys trust you, but for you personally, what'd you learn?
Not much. Not anything that I didn't know already. I've been in Indiana where, I had to lead a franchise, and so the beauty here is I get to do that with one of the best in the world in Kawhi. And now Kawhi's down, it was just that mindset being back in Indy, having to, set the tone, and come out and lead the ball club. That's really the mindset that I came out with. So there was nothing that I had to prove. It was nothing that, I had to be surprised about myself. I just dug into a place that I've been already in my career. And again, it just came down to trust. Everybody just, allowed me to lead, and they kept pushing me, and they just kept me into a great, mental space.
We'll close out with Rachel.
Hey, Paul. As someone who covered you in Indianapolis and remembers you there, what do you remember about that? It felt like to me when you were there was a lot of sort of, hey, I'm young and anything is possible, and kind of let's figure out what this is all about. What do you remember from that time and those playoff series?
Yeah, I think back then it was more so just playing off of adrenaline, playing off of athleticism, whereas up to this point, because of those moments, because of the matchups against LeBron, playing against a tough New York team, playing against, or battling against Atlanta, battling against Washington, because of those matchups as a young guy, it just, it helped me mentally just to grow into a leader. And as a young guy, the vets allowed me to lead. And, again, coming into tonight, that's really where my mindset was. I dug into that space of coming in to try to lead a team, being down a big piece that's irreplaceable. I know I had to step in and kind of fill some of the holes that Wide would for us. So, that's just what a mindset was coming into tonight.
Was there a particular game from back in those Pacers days that sort of sticks with you as your favorite Pacers playoff performance?
There's a lot. There's a lot of special moments of growth. But mostly was the Toronto Raptors matchup where I thought I really grew as a leader.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably one of my best playoff series where I just gave everything I had every possession.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paul. That's all I have for you.